Hello, everyone, and happy Friday! It is me, V. I am going to be doing a little bit of a different paint and slay today for y'all. A lot of it is because everyone's away, including our darling Lauren, who is normally here with me. So, thought it would be fun to kind of change it up. Been listening to how a lot of you have been asking me questions about how I normally paint minis and everything like that. So today, what we're going to do is kind of go back to my roots from when I used to do mini painting streams on my own. And it's basically be like just chilling out, listening to some music. Yes, I have the James Charles Miller music that's going to be cranking pretty soon. So basically, name of the game is I'm going to be sitting here painting this Yuan-Ti abomination. Again, this is from WizKids D&D Nolzur's Marvelous Miniatures line. It came painted ahead of time in terms of primer. I took some time myself to get this kind of set and ready for how I wanted to get going with this mini. Definitely went in for the slap chop method with this one, which is basically paint it black and then dry brush it with white to bring out the details. And the fun thing is if you look below me, I'm going to be using the Yuan-Ti Glitch Havilar skin as inspiration for this particular mini. So I'm looking forward to that. And then everything in terms of supplies that I'm going to be using for this, it's going to be all Vallejo paints from the various kits and sets and whatnot that I have received over the past few years. And then it's also going to be just sort of every so often I'll hop in and explain what I'm doing as next steps, a little less more in the, make sure you do this exactly like this type of thing. It's more to explain sort of how my mind works as I paint for funsies, not for tutorials. And that's going to be the name of the game. So hopefully we'll get this little critter done before the end. We are the only stream today, so I'm going to go for the full 2 just because we can. And Gabe is my fantastic mod for today. So Gabe, thank you so much. Gabe will be pulling any questions. If you have questions for me as I paint along, I have the handy dandy doc open so I can take a quick look and just make sure that your questions are being plugged in all caps, question, colon, and then Gabe will pull that, pop it in the doc for me, and I will respond as soon as I see that question. Other than that, we do have some things happening in the game before we get started. It is the weekend, which means you should soon be getting, if you haven't already, you should be getting, I know, Snick, says Seeker. You should be getting, look at the shiny right now in the chat. You should be getting your newsletter in your email. If you haven't already, remember these things sort of release like a train leaving a station. It's not one big batch. They go out in little batches. So if you haven't gotten it yet, you should be getting it this afternoon. If for some reason this doesn't show up, then that means you check your spam folder. You need to either, if it's definitely not showing up, reach out to us at Idle Champions and see if we can figure out what's going on. Or maybe you haven't signed up yet. So if you haven't signed up yet for a newsletter, promise you that is something we only do once every Friday, and we give you free things, or we use it to get some important news out. And again, that's a once in a blue moon type of situation. So newsletter, definitely give that a look-see. And this week it is the Harvest Eve weekend, and your chest is a free gold Harvest Eve chest, which I'm in a heat advisor right now. It is hot as anything. So seeing like this fall motif, I'm kind of sitting here, I'm like, God, I can't wait until it's like crisp, cool air. The leaves are changing. The air is fresh and I can breathe again. Wishful thinking in that department. So that is what the weekend buff is going to be. Don't forget, we also have our new evergreen champion, and that is Ren, who is out right now. So make sure you log in and get yourself Ren, and you can pick which of these versions you want to have in your formation, which I think is just such a cool aspect of that particular champion. Speaking of champions, we also had the announcement just go out. We have a reworked champion, Rust on the Harbor. So Rust is going to be coming out on August 7th, 12 p.m. Pacific. Rust is back, and I can't wait for y'all to see the fantastic theme pack that is going along with this, especially familiar. When Johnny and I were chatting and they came up with a familiar concept, I was like, well, I'm done. That's perfect. That's amazing. That's something to take a look at. The Spotlight blog is out, so read through in terms of the reworked information about Rust and the additional information about what's going to be happening for Agron's Day. Speaking of which, this is also the event that my darling Voronika came out in. And I'm going to show you something early. I got the okay. Dupuy gave me okay for this one. So Veronika's getting a new skin, and that's also going to be coming out on the 7th. All right, you ready to see this one? Because I'm like super duper happy. This was a fun one to design. So Veronika's new skin is going to be found in the gem shop, and here it is. So this is going to be in the gem shop for you all. So that is going to be 20,000 gems. Keep that in mind. But yes, if you want to get the Archdruid Veronika skin, definitely take a look at that on Wednesday when it's going to be available. And this skin goes into sort of the backstory and lore that's been further developed about Veronika from the D&D Castle campaign that I ran, and campaign that I was running for friends behind the scenes. So some cool things have happened for Veronika. So this is her Archdruid Veronika skin. So sort of a glimpse into what's been going on with her. A little Easter egg, if you will. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. I had so much fun pulling the concept together for this one. It's one of those things I'm like, oh, it's end of summer. Let's do something cool. She's a druid. It's sort of tapping into a few points that made me very happy. So yeah, that's also going to be happening on Wednesday. So keep your eyes out for that one. Oh, thank you, Seeker. Yeah, get those gemstones in, and you can add this and then pop that onto her for one of your skins. So that is everything in terms of big announcements, although we have had a few blogs going out this week. So if you haven't checked the website recently, definitely go to idlechampions.com, take a look at our news and blogs section, and just catch up on all the things that are going on, because there's some pretty cool stuff that's floating around lately that I highly recommend you take a look at. So with all that said and done, let's get into, I think we need the music. So I'm going to start the music, and let me know if it is either too loud or you can't hear. My computer has been doing this lovely thing where it's adjusting audio behind my back. So I had it set and ready to go, but who knows? My computer may have been like, nah. So we're going to start with the Ballad of the Black Rose. So basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just start pulling paints and get things going and getting this Yuan-Ti to look like our little Havilar. All right. Enjoy. We good on the music? Solar Bear's dancing. Cool. I'm not going to mute myself so I can just talk when I want to as well. And again, WizKids Vallejo paints. Thank you, Seeker. Appreciate that feedback. What I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the throat and underbelly first, because that's pretty straightforward what I want to do for that. It's going to be the back where it's going to get fun, because I'm tapping into that design work on the tabard, so that's going to take more time for me to work on. This looks like a good color to start with. Okay, so we're using heavy skin tone. I'm just gonna thin my paint out a little bit because hot summer heat, and this is going on a little bit thicker than I want it to be. There we go.
To your 10 bright eyes, I feel a change inside I can't explain. Your long red wings become my everything as I feel power flowing through my veins. Love is hell, but here's the thing.
Secret. Yes, this is Tiamat. If you thought beholder, beholders have 11 eyes, remember? Both of those are solid encounters. Beholders and mimics, yeah. Okay, so I have the underbelly pretty much done. So I'm going to shift over to doing some other little bits here. This is like my favorite.
Won't you be my friend when that I'll defend? I got a hand to lend. We'll be smiling through the end. They call me a half-pint sprout, but I want you to know. My friends
Hey
say
there! Let me see if I can get this. Kilaki Redbeard? Yes? Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate that.
love for adventure.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do here, because like I said, I'm playing off with the... Let me turn this down a little bit, just
So
slightly.
if you come along with me,
I want to feel like I'm shouting with the music. So I'm going to play around with that pattern that's happening on that tabard below in Havilar's outfit. So I'm going to base the back in this ruddier brown. Focus, Parasite brown. It's a great brown, actually. And then I'll go in and I'll start building in those additional colors is the plan. Because there's some yellows, there's some lime greens, there's some darker greens, and then the darker brown that runs through it. So that's going to be the plan for this side now.
ready to disembark. I'll be there to fight.
And this is watery enough on its own.
Just to give you a hug. And when there's a storm outside, we'll be snug as a bug. Won't you be my friend when that I'll defend? I got a hand to lend. We'll be smiling through the end. Our friendship is strong and we'll never part. Ooh, saving the world with the power of our heart.
Yep, hope singing.
Ooh, I'll never say goodbye, 'cause legends never die. Braving the world.
Oh, and of course I see a part of the belly that I can access now. Isn't that always the way?
Won't you be my friend when that I'll defend? I got a hand to lend. We'll be
we go.
smiling through the end. Won't you be my friend when that I'll defend? We'll walk around the bend, a garden we could tend. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. The book is adorable.
At the edge of thought, where screams fade to whispers, where secrets are sought,
There's nothing wrong with getting caught dancing or singing.
where the undying king sees time drifting by. Don't let your mind wander into his eye. What is your truth? What brings your corruption? What will it find that ensures your destruction? God in shackles, he'll break everyone. Seeking power till death is undone. He's the Lord of secrets, the whispered one. He will bring about the setting sun, spreading light of darkness for all to know. The shadow of the eye and hand only grow.
There we go.
Embrace
Okay, let me see if the camera will be nice to me. So this is why I like doing slap chop, especially with scaly creatures, because that black's already been put into this mini. All of those recesses and creases in the scale work, they're still popping out nicely because I put a very thin layer of this color on top. So it's definitely a fun way, especially if you're just getting into mini painting. Do slap chop first, and that way makes it easier for you to see the details as you go into paint. And especially because I'm going to be painting some of these scales individually, I want to be able to see them.
Tired of the battles and his work a sword for hire. He left for water deep and then decided to retire. He's the money lender Mert. He turned his chase for power to the kind you wield in town, and now his name is known and feared by everyone around. He went and joined the Hoppers and he opened up a bank, lending treasure near and far to those whose fortune sank. He's the money lender Mert. Hitch your wagon, raise a flag and tell a bawdy tale about a man so merciless that he would drink up all your ale. But then one day he changed his ways and opened up his purse. I can think of many ways that could be worse. He's the money lender Mert.
Yeah, slap chop, the solar bear, it is a painting technique where, let me turn this down. It's a painting technique where you paint the miniature all black. And when that dries, crucial part, make sure it dries completely. When it dries, you go back in and you dry brush white onto the miniature. And what that does is it highlights all of those details and features of the mini while letting the black play into the depths and the recesses of the miniature. And then you can go in and you can do light layers of paint, glazes. You can even use washes if you want to. So it's a really cool way to get in to paint a mini and focus on all those details without necessarily having to address every single little detail along the way. And then I sort of take that and enhance it even further sometimes, and I'll do things called shadow layers, and that's where I will, hi Rory, I'll go in and I dry brush in different layers of gray first and then stop with the white. Like that'll be the last layer I do, and that gives you even more depth and detail in the process as you do that. So it's always fun to play around with paints. Ooh, that was the microphone. I'm trying not to get Rory to hit it, and I hit it instead.
Afterlife, now get up on the scale. Tell me of the life you lived and all your many tales. If you tell the truth, you might just gain your divine right. But if you lie, I'll set
yes, it's a vicious attack by a little.
This is not the end for you. Death is but a door. Now that chapter's ended, let me tell you what's in store. Your gods have set a path for
Someday
you.
we'll get emojis that have the Kit Kats featured in it. Lord knows they make themselves known enough for the stream.
Fields to snow. I'll weigh your heart, I'll judge your soul. Don't worry, I am fair. But if you're a necromancer, then beware. Death or life means naught to me, but undeath is a scourge. A pestilence upon the living, that should all be purged.
Okay, so see, that's the funny thing. Like, you would think with this heat that Rory would be like, no, leave me alone. She has been glomming onto me, like, just wanting to cuddle. So it's like, she's enhancing the heat. I don't know. Personally, I'm like, you're cute, you're adorable, but I cannot cuddle you right now, girl. Too much. chat, looks like we have Lightning Hawk asking a question about unlocking Ren. Has anyone had luck with unlocking Ren yet? They've tried all day yesterday and today just can't get through it. Solar Bear is saying we're not yet, sorry. So, Lightning Hawk, are you part of our Discord yet? Because I would definitely recommend hopping over to our Discord. Gabe, would you mind popping the Discord link into chat for Lightning Hawk just in case? Thank you, Seeker. You already beat me to it. That's a great resource for getting tips on gameplay and how to, get through certain parts of the game if you're finding that you... Okay, so then check with the Discord and see if they might have some tips for you. I personally haven't unlocked the run yet either, because what is time? So I can't help you out with that one, but I think someone in Discord should be able to guide you on that one. Oh yeah, saw the question just pop up in the document. Do we have a music collection we can buy? Seems like every song used by CD Games are just amazing. That you can opt to purchase that in the game store, volumes 1 and 2 for Bardic Inspiration. That's where you want to look.
Thanks tonight. Did you hear about that theft so brash? So bold and brazen, done with such panache. Black Viper on a crime spree, but I'm a little parched, please pass the tea. A lady of charm, a lady of skill, picking your pockets, going in for the kill. Lady of style, lady of class, dancing a ball.
I mean, if Havilar showed up, Seeker... Yeah.
Of the Viper's fangs tonight.
In that respect, I'm also going to say Sasaspia, Latuk 4.
A lady of charm, a lady of skill, picking your pockets, going in for the kill. A lady of style, a lady of class, dancing a ball, kicking your ass. A lady of charm, a lady of skill, picking your pockets, going in for the kill. A lady of style, a lady of class, dancing a ball, kicking your ass. Feel the beat of of the viper's fangs tonight. Tonight, the viper's fangs tonight.
There you go. Glocktafor. So Cespia is the winner.
Soaked by winter rains, I stumbled to the gate, seeking out my fortune. I was running from my fate. Walking out
There are 3.
the sunset,
Yep.
searching for the love I haven't had.
Come on, Kimura. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna let. Hold on one moment. I'm gonna let the scales dry because if I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna add additional colors, I know I don't want to paint this quite yet because then it's gonna, since I'm using a orange brown, that's gonna muddy up other colors right quick. So what I'm gonna move on to now are the little details like the eyes and the weapons and the gauntlets, and get those taken care of. Actually, I need to do the hands. Duh. Just realized. Those have a fleshy texture, not a metallic one. Ooh, another question. Okay. In my time gates, I got Sentry and Virgil, who are on my priority list, but also Regis, who would complete... Okay. Complete one for me, but it's on the bottom of my seat 2 list. Who should I grab? Oh. See, Virgil would be great if you have a good chunk of the rivals going. And Sentry would be great if you have a lot of the Heroes of Erois going, because they work so well with their groups. Oh, this is a tough one. I can't pick. Chat, what do you think? I truly cannot pick. Those are all great options. Maybe I'd go Virgil. But again, it depends on who you have. Sentry because of speed. Interesting. Good point. Okay, Now I have all the fleshy areas taken care of. A dim as crow says roll a 1d3. So basically roll a d6. Yes. We're doing the Yuan-Ti abomination from Whiz Kids there, Zed Proxy. I can get my camera to be nice. It's the plate, isn't it? It wants to focus on the plate. Come on. If you're not going to be nice with autofocus, you're being turned off. But anyways. Ooh, there we go. There we don't go. Yeah, it's a cool mini. We're using that Yuan-Ti Glitch Havilar skin as inspiration. Everything's confusing the camera today, apparently. I can always switch it over to manual focus if it gets to be really problematic. Also, forewarning, I just heard a massive lightning strike outside. If for some reason we go offline, it's because I've lost power. Heads up. Okay, now I'm gonna go on to doing the details for the gauntlets and for the sword work, because that's all gonna be gunmetal. Right, Rory? Yeah, I just heard the loud thrack. There we go, gunmetal. And I have the curtains closed, so I don't see what's happening. Oh, it's coming over the hills. Okay, so yeah. We'll see what happens with the storm. Alright, shifting to gunmetal. Say hi to the people. Say hi, because you're going to go down. Hello.
Ancient dragon circling high. Standing below, we wage our war. For the queen of dragonkind forevermore. We are unstoppable. We are her righteous wrath. We will set her free.
Sork the Abomination. How appropriate. Considering the mini. 10 out of 10 cat, 5 out of 5 epic snick. All right, we are going to have some fun, though. Oh, Zed Proxy, we're still working on the dragon. The adult silver dragon will still be happening, Zed Proxy. Issue is that with Lauren away at Gen Con, I didn't want to make too much more progress because that's a big mini for her to have to catch up on. So this is a one-off. I'm just going to be painting this Yuan-Ti abomination for this one, for this episode. And then we'll go back to the big Dargon. That's the plan.
At the end of time, the universe is ours. Join us as we sail across the stars. Take our hands, you'll never be alone again. We will be your
Greens.
only friends. Across the march of time, we subjugate the weak and strong. Your mind can't resist, so why not come along? Ever growing, all
I'm gonna go to another set because I'm not seeing the color I want.
no resisting.
There you go. Sick green. I'm gonna use this as accent colors. Come on. You know what? It is not behaving for me. So sick green. We're gonna use it as some accents on the sword.
Mortal minds are such a tasty treat. Your memories exist for us to eat. Hopes and dreams are sour, but fears and doubts are sweet. We relish in your flavors of defeat. Always rising, gaining power,
No! Rush, run away.
ever slowing, thoughts devoured, hive mind,
I love the JCM emoji. Alright, so I'm gonna bring it up a little bit. Ooh, yeah. It's like it. Perfect. Yeah, it's just those little accents. Cicotia? Cicotica? Ooh, I don't think it's really that dark, is it? All right, this needs some shaking.
gather round and bring your ales, hear this cautionary
Oh,
tale.
appropriate. We're about to use purple.
Adventurers should know. Deep down beneath the earth, it hoards treasure of great worth, leaving piles of gems all lined up in a row. The miner knows the tremble, the shaking in the stone, as the caves begin to rumble. It's here one lies alone. Beware the purple one, don't cross its deadly path. The earth will roll and churn as you feel its awful
detail brush.
By your sound, through vibrations in the ground. One step too loud and now your party's found. Its teeth can grind through steel, its body shatters stones, its poisonous tail will putrefy your bones. Once you face its maw and hear its toothy screams, the fear will leave you raw and haunt your darkest dreams. Beware the purple one, don't cross its deadly path. The earth will roll and churn as you feel its awful wrath. If you manage to kill one, its riches will be yours. If you're devoured for too long, you cannot be restored. Beware the purple one. Oh no, there it is! Behold the purple worm. Feel the terror in your soul. You call yourselves heroes, but you'll be swallowed whole. You can try to escape now, but it's too late for you. You've awakened its hunger, now there's nothing you can do. Behold the purple worm. And now, if you'll excuse me, that's my cue to run.
Uh-oh. What happened? I just saw the Seekers. Come on, Epic. Uh-oh. Hopefully it pops back for you.
Simple man, come and listen to a tale about a kobold whose life was doomed to fail. Fighting to survive every day that he's alive, singing his epic songs till death arrives. The world's mean and hard, and Deacon's just a bard. A kobold has to play the perfect cards. Tumors everywhere, but Deacon not to spare. He's confident the boss is always there.
This is an awkward angle. You can get bass. It's all about the bass right now.
Who's gonna sing his song after he dies? Who's gonna carry Deacon home and cry? Who's gonna send this minstrel off to his place up in the sky? Who's gonna let the pirate say goodbye? Just a simple sidekick, but this bard still has a few tricks. Hopefully Deacon won't die that quick. He's got so far left to go, so many stories left to know. Epic songs to write by deadly foes. Bards can't share their stories all alone. Who's gonna sing his song after he dies? Who's gonna carry Deacon home?
Oh, okay. So Mad Catter 365 has actually a good question. Let me take care of the music while I answer this one. Alright, so question, what kind of paint is used to paint minis? I work at a hobby store that has 3 different areas for paint. One I can eliminate because I know the paint is meant on canvas. There's paint near the model cars, which I think is an enamel type, and then there's the basic craft paint that goes on almost everything I think. Alright, so Vallejo paints are acrylic paints, which are tantamount to craft paints as well. Craft paints are also acrylic based. The model paints most likely, yes, are enamel. The ones that are for canvas most likely are oil based. Now, in terms of what you can use on minis, you could, and I have, used those craft paints, especially if you're just starting to get into it. The thing about craft paints is that the pigment is slightly larger and not as concentrated in finer amounts as what goes into the miniature paints from like Vallejo and Army and Citadel and everything like that. So that's really the difference you have going on with it. But you can use those craft paints if you're just getting into mini painting and you want to see how it's done and get a feel for it. In fact, I often recommend it for novice mini painters who are just getting started, because it's a great way to kind of get a feel for if you enjoy mini painting, and then you can invest in the more expensive miniature paints, which are still acrylic-based paints. So like all of this is going to wash off with hot water and soap when I am done without issue. But yeah, that's basically the differences going on at your particular craft store, that those particular paints have sort of different materials and bases going on there. That's not to say I know people who have painted with oil paints. I know people who have painted with enamel paints. It's just what's most accessible and easy to get for you and what it takes to remove those. That's why I like acrylic paints, because it's easy cleanup. It's just soap and water on the skin and on the brushes. Hopefully that answers your question, Mad Catter. Love the name, by the way. That's a fun one. Yeah, I am. That's my way to go. It's what I always do. Getting what I want to do. I think I'm going to do green for the sword sheath. You're very welcome. Mad Catter, if you want specific mini paints, those are usually found at local game stores or online. That's usually where you can find them set up and ready to go. WizKids does have shop.wizkids.com as well as dndmini.com, and I believe you can get their miniature paints off of those two sites. Yeah, see? Glockta4 says that they've used enamel paints. So again, those paints are definitely options. But mini paints themselves tend to be sold in game stores. You're very welcome. Happy to help out. I'm totally going in with the green because I want to do more with this minis, or more inspiration from the skin on the mini. Would I normally do this? Probably not, but it's fun. Let's see, this one is Vallejo Synthetic. It's a 000. It's actually pretty good. I do have to condition this one a lot with the brush cleaner. I will say that. But Vallejo has decent brushes. Red Grass Games, they have great brushes. Plaid actually has really good miniature paint brushes too. I think that's actually, if you go to Discord and you go into the Paint and Slay channel, those are linked. Oh, Barefoot Monkey. I think I need a future D&D character that's a Yuan-Ti named Yuan. Trey, are you going for that one? For the Yuan the Third? Yuan the Third? Oh, did I talk so much my paintbrush dried? I did. Gotta love the humidity. There we go. There are angles on this mini. The Third, got it.
So tall, never thought that one mistake could take away it all. I live a ranger's life, but never heard the call. I will avenge my family until the day I fall. I've killed 1,000 and I'd kill 1,000 more. I love the sound they make as the bodies hit the floor. My temper's short and my list of foes is long. I'll cleanse the underdog of all who've done me wrong. Ooh.
Okay, we're gonna have fun with this stone. We're gonna make that yellow. Like those eyes going on Havilar's armor. Okay, going in with gold yellow. Where are you? There we go.
It's all you're left with late at night when your hatred holds the reins. The blood I've spilled, the feeling ocean, lead of pain. The past so far behind, it'll never be the same.
I like it. I might as well get the eyes while I'm here. Okay. Let that dry before I do the cupids. Tongue. I still have to do the tongue. I think that'll work.
When I met the devil, it was a cold and stormy day. I was slightly disheveled, but I felt a spark there anyway. He taught me Eldritch fast, and I was sure this love would last. They all told me no.
Just used rosy flesh on the tongue, by the way.
But now we're on the road, and we've got so far to go. Brimstone angels band together, here to run the show. We'll hunt down all your foes, and punch them in the nose. Brimstone
cool.
angels stand together.
Making progress.
Go, go, go. When I summoned the devil, it was such a boring day. He wasn't that special.
All right, hello to everyone who is joining us, because it's the top of the hour. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's already 4 my time. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. This is sort of a paint and chill stream today. We're rocking out to music from Idle Champions. I am painting the Yuan-Ti abomination to look like the Havilar Glitch skin. Well, take inspo from it, not to look like it. And we're just kind of hanging out and having fun. If you have questions, type in caps question, colon, and Gabe, our fantastic moderator, will snag them and pop them into the chat. And I will do my best to answer them as I paint. Ooh, Cucciolini! Thank you. Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that.
I'll have your back through all of the 9 hells, best of sisters.
And I'm going in really quick with pale flesh. I'm going to dry brush the belly to get the edges of the scale plates showing a little bit more.
Stand together, here to run the show.
Ah, get back here. Yes, Rory? Oh no, it's Hemi. Hi, bud. What are you doing? No, 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 no. This Sneeple? Angry Pants. That is the first I have heard. I have never heard Sneeple before. I am stealing that. That is fun. Very clever. Hemi. You good? What are you doing? Lumbar support? Okay, cool. Hey, Papa. Hello, Flamian Renard. This is a Yuan-Ti abomination. That's the official name of this figure. And those. Hey, Bob. Okay, going in now with cadmium skin. That's going to dry brush the other scales. Flamian Renard, do I customize my miniatures by any chance? What do you mean by do I customize my miniatures? Can you clarify that question for me? Because I can interpret that in a couple different ways, and I want to make sure I'm answering your question properly. They are. Hey, Bob.
Do you ever wonder why this dungeon floor is so clean? Who maintains this place, keeping it all pristine? There's no debris in here. You can sneak without a care. Only clean, shining stone and treasure everywhere. The rogue sees something shiny. He takes off down the hall, and suddenly he stops like he's running to a wall.
Oh. Okay, Ratazato. Love that. Love that she listens to the oldies, back to the 60s. Nice, nice stuff. Honestly, personally, what I like to listen to is Deep House when I'm painting minis. Yep. That's my go-to. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is fun. This is rocking. Love it. Is it my normal go-to? No, but I'm still enjoying it. Kind of nice to change it up a little bit. Okay, and this helped pop out those scales just a little bit more before I go into more detail work. Oh, no worries, Gib. Oh, yes. Okay. So, Flamian Renard customizes and add bits to base, adding additional weaponry, extra bodies, changing heads that are combined figures into one. Yes, I absolutely have, do, will continue to kit bash. That is the word you want. You want to kit bash. So yeah, I'm a big fan of kit bashing. I've done custom orders for people to kit bash minis together. I've done my own minis to kit bash that I need for my campaigns. And we've done a couple of kit bashing episodes here for Paint and Slay too. Those have been fun. Basically taking a beholder and making it look like make it look like Xanathar a la clown in our Witchlight campaign in Idle Champions. That was a fun one to do. So yeah, we've played around with that as well. Now I'm gonna have some fun with the lovely blue markings that are going on around the face and start putting that onto this Yuan-Ti. I want electric blue. Yeah, I know it before I even grab it. Electric blue. The clown beholder was hysterical. Oh, I finally put it into storage because it was collecting too much dust. Otherwise, if you go to Cine Games on YouTube, you can catch the tutorial on it and you can see what it ended up looking like. It's a freaking riot. I had fun with that one. Doo-ba-doo. Thank you, Gabe. Let's see here. Do I have a smaller detail? Yes, I do. There you are. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Question V, did you get a request for a fractal beholder from Mars? I did not get that request from Mars, and I can't ask Mars about it because they are not here right now. But that sounds really cool. Might have to poke them and see. And the next question is, do I prefer bigger gargantuan to colossal size miniatures or smaller small to medium size miniatures? That honestly depends on the miniature itself, because I enjoy doing all scopes. Honestly and truly, like this one, honestly, this is a fun size for me to be able to paint, not like candy bar fun size. I think it depends on my mood is really what it boils down to. Like there are times I just want to be able to kind of sit and go on autopilot, so doing a larger mini tends to be a little more in that vein of painting style. But then there are times I just want to like get into the nitty gritty and really get into the details. And Rory did move this. And that's where I like to get into the smaller minis. All right, so we have some of this little blue that dances around right underneath. And me, don't move the chair. Is that even painting? Can I get that to show off? Yeah, the scales are great on this sculpt. Nice and detailed. Very happy with them. I haven't even done all the little detail work I've been wanting to quite yet, and still happy with the outcome so far. Okay. This electric blue doesn't want to pop out. Alright, I'm going to go to a slightly darker blue down the front here. And actually, do I want to bring that dark brown yet? I might. Heavy sienna. Come on. There we go. So I'm going to add this little brown line down the center of the snoot.
Displaced and dispossessed, forever on the run, we never
All right, let me add that darker blue in now.
put our species to the test. Can you tell me where I've been? To the underdog from my native green, try to find a new home in
I'm gonna do magic blue.
every day the same arrangement. Hunt to kill and this estrangement. Feeling like defeating darkness. Stuck in free with killing image. Are we truly evil if we're made this way? Always left and never right. Midnight blackest, darkest night. Displaced, I'm lost without a way.
Okay, so I can see the blue on the snoot. Now I'm going to try and play around with what's going on the tabard by bringing this down the back. So I'm going to start with that brown.
Think you see me, but I'm not there. Think you hate me, but I don't care. Soon you see the depths of your despair. Bred to fight and they're not abandoned. By a plan we had no hand in. Feeling like defeating darkness. Stuck in free with killing ambush. Are we truly evil if we're made this way? Always left and never right. Midnight blackest, darkest night. Displaced, I'm lost without a way. Displaced, started on the wrong foot, on the wrong side of the wagon tracks. The only place I've called home is a place I'm never going back. Headed down the South Coast with my dreams all tied up in my pack. Oh, gotta buy my empty pockets, aimless but forever free. Made my way to Waterdeep, got a job placed right in front of me. New friends by my side, We ride toward our destiny. Oh, oh, deal me in, shovel me down. Deal me in, I'll call you man. I'm going all in. I'll risk it all. No matter how hard I fall. Ventured out into the jungle, hunting for an ancient city, tracking down a chanting cultist, listening to pirate ditties, fought away through zombie hordes. It sure wasn't pretty. Oh,
Going in with pale yellow.
life's better with your friends, living on the edge of danger. I wanna live my life at home, with everyone a stranger. I'm only happy when I roam, my life's my biggest wager. Oh, oh, deal me in, shovel me down. Deal me in, I'll call you man. I'm going all in, I'll risk it all. No matter how hard I fall. Turning around every corner, never knowing what comes next. Might be on the road forever, on life's endless quest. Pushing ever onward, watching spells and daggers fly. Got an ace up my sleeve, and it's time to roll the die. Deal me in, shovel me down. Deal me in, I'll call you man. I'm going all in, I'll risk it all. No matter how hard I fall. Deal me in, shovel me down. Deal me in, I'll call you man. I'm going all in, I'll risk it all. No matter how hard I fall.
Ooh, that needs to get shaken up big time. Alright. Gonna go for Scorpy Green, but it needs a shaking. There we go.
Hammer of the gods, I'm a hero sang. Gift for the sun, embrace
work.
About a creature of fire, a creature at war, a prince among demons, sinister to the core. Listen close to my words now as you snuggle in tight of this two-headed monster who devours the night. Aim your lungs to break free, inflicting horror and pain, and Havilar seems nothing but destruction to reign. When their gazes turn upon you, it brings madness. There is nothing that can save you from their malice. Damn all Gorgon with their baleful gaze will devour the world at the end of our days. Damn all Gorgon, the symbol and beast, our whole multiverse shall be their feast. Damn all Gorgon, prince of the abyss. Damn all Gorgon, deep within the pits. The sky forgotten and left for dead. The imprisoned one through as their evil spread. When the night comes upon you at the end of the day, keep your eyes shut tight, don't you dare disobey. When their gazes turn upon you, it's too late. There is nothing that can save you from your fate.
Okay, now you can see the pattern I've been playing around with. Okay.
The platinum dragon flew. He is the Lord of the North Wind, angel of the seven heavens, king of the dragons. Bahamut will fight injustice. Let's show him that he can trust us. Values knowledge over gold, takes joy in stories told, grants his wisdom and blessings to the bold. Takes no pleasure in the fight, uses words to make things right. Through the darkness, they carry brilliant light. Raise your hands up to the sky. Silver songbirds with him fly. Platinum wings we shelter all. If you just answer the call. He is the Lord of the North Wind, angel of the seven heavens, king of the dragons. Bahamut will fight injustice. Let's show him that he can trust us. He is the Lord of the North Wind, angel of the seven heavens, king of the dragons. Bahamut will fight injustice. Let's show him that he can trust us. Witness his enlightened justice. Join our ranks and stand amongst us. Stand.
All right, let me get the eyes.
Knight of the Black Rose, breaker of his oaths, assassin of his blood, soul forever judged, damned by love's last breath, to linger in undeath, cursed by his own deeds, to live eternally as the years go by, as I live and die. Lords of unforgiven sin, Lords of running from deep within, Lords of his flame will never own, Lords of his hatred is always sown, Lords of.
There we go.
Armor shining bright, till blood stain the night. Roses, jagged thorns, pierce the night once more. Crimson shining bright, shadows consume the light. Worlds pay for his sin, his judgment never ends. As the sea
Yeah, Kalagi, that was a fun moment to watch play out. All right, I basically just mixed up a color to look more like a sandy brown, using heavy brown and the cadmium. So I'm gonna put this onto the base now. Yes, we're getting to the base.
When I look into your 10 bright eyes, I feel a change inside I can't explain. Your long red wings become my everything as I feel
Dragon Queen is back, yep.
through my veins.
We've looped the playlist if you haven't been able to tell yet.
But here's the thing, you could be my dragon queen, and I could be your paladin. Our love
Okay.
will be evergreen, we're just like fire and gasoline. Your 5 devious minds mesmerize me, but it's your one heart that I adore. Hold me close in your claws, no regrets, and no laws are chromatic. Love will soar. Love in hell makes my heart sing. You could be my dragon queen, and I could be your paladin. Our love will be evergreen, we're just like fire and gasoline. I'm opening my heart up more than I could ever dream or dare.
Okay, we're making some good progress.
Flying high upon your wings, I hear your roar, and I'm not scared. I'm not scared. You could be my dragon queen, and I could be your paladin. Our love will be evergreen, we're just like fire and gasoline. You could be my dragon queen, and I could be your paladin.
Now I need to find the wash.
Will be evergreen, we're just like fire and gasoline.
Okay, so I'm going to use 2 washes on the body. The stomach and the silver is going to get the umber wash, and the back scales are going to get the sepia.
Won't you be my friend? One that I'll defend. I got a hand to lend. friends say there is no doubt that I'm a whole hero. My love for adventure is second to none. So if you come along with me, we'll have lots of fun.
And again, there's a big thunderstorm rolling through, so if for some reason I go bye-bye, that would be why.
One that I'll defend. I got a hand to lend. We'll be smiling through the end. Remember when things get dark, I can be your light. When you're ready to disembark, I'll be there to fight. I'm going to mold the earth just to give you a hug. And when there's a storm outside,
There's a storm outside.
we'll be snug as a bug. Won't you be my friend? One that I'll defend. I got a hand to lend. We'll be smiling through the end. Our friendship is strong and we'll never part. Ooh, saving the world with the power of our heart. Ooh,
Okay.
I'll never say goodbye, 'cause legends never die. Braving the world.
Now moving to sepia.
Spirits high.
Ba-dum, ba-dum.
Won't you be my friend? One that I'll defend. I got a hand to
Now the reason I'm doing sepia on the back is because those are warmer colors and I want to keep that warm glow that you get with sepia wash.
One that I'll defend. We'll walk around the bend. A garden we could tend. Yeah.
I'm sorry, that song is just too freaking adorable.
At the edge of thought, where screams fade to whisper.
Oh, hi, Hemi. It's just a thunderstorm, bub. It's okay. You're okay, Papa. I know. Hemi doesn't like thunderstorms. You're okay, babe. You're okay, buddy. Oh, sweetie.
Let your mind wander into his eye. What is your truth? What brings your corruption?
I'm gonna need more sepia wash. It's fine. I have plenty in the bottle. I just didn't drop out that much.
God in shackles, he'll break everyone. Seeking power till death is undone. He's the Lord of secrets, the whispered one. He will bring about the setting sun, spreading light of dark.
All right, we're getting there. That's with the sepia wash on there now. It also helps pop out the pattern a little bit more. Aw, Mad Catter, your cat Tecumseh will go and hide under the bed. Oh, his brother Chester doesn't give two furballs about them. I love that. I love that. All right, the base, I'm definitely going to do an umber as well, which is basically a brown wash. And that should have had enough time to dry. That's a sepia. Back to umber. And then this mini will be... Yeah, that's just it. The sepia helps pop out those colors again because they were such warm colors, and the sepia has a very warmish yellow tone to it. So it's a much better direction to go. If I had done the umber, it would have dulled everything down, and I didn't want to do that. Hemi, no. Buddy. Don't move the camera. Don't move. Stop moving the camera. Sir. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost done, bud. I know. He's like, Mom, there's scary sounds outside. I need love. Nope, that's sepia. Hold on. Reverse. Okay. So, here we have our Yuan-Ti abomination as inspired by the Yuan-Ti glitch Havilar skin, which you can get in the in-game shop right now if you want. Give that skin and feet pack a check out. This is I'm purposely letting cool because I want that with the ground, the sandy ground, to have a little bit more depth. But the name of the game right now is to let this dry, okay? And then I'll take pictures and I'll put this up. But we got this knocked out in one episode, as I hoped. Yay! I always love when that happens. All right, let me put this down. Let me turn the music down and let's chat about what's going on in the game. Because for those of you who weren't with us in the beginning, actually, I'm just going to hit full on pause. So for those of you who weren't here in the beginning, let me go through all the cool things that are going on. Let me see if I can let me zoom in a little bit more. There we go. I'm going to do a quick little pan around so you can see again. See? Ta-da! Really happy with how this guy came out, and I'll get some good pictures tomorrow morning. Hopefully if I have sun. Depends on what the weather's going to do. We shall see. But yeah, just remember, it is the weekend, which means it is time for our weekend buff. So that is going to come to you in the form of a newsletter. And if you haven't signed up for the newsletter, come here, buddy. Come here. Yes, you can come over here now. Let's get Hemingway in on this. And if you haven't signed up for the newsletter, that is something you can very easily do in-game. Log in, sign up. You will get a newsletter right away to unlock Hitch if you haven't already. And then once a week, every Friday, we send you a newsletter. And this weekend is ready, Hemi? The Harvest Eve weekend with the free gold Harvest Eve chest. So you should be getting those in your inbox now if you have signed up. But it's definitely worth taking advantage of that. We will send you something every Friday, send you something free, and we'll also use it as a means to update you about important things that are happening in the game once in a blue moon. But again, we send you a free gold chest, or we send you something to go along with that newsletter. So that is what's going on in the newsletter round. Then we also have, right now, you can bring Ren out if you would like, and add Ren to your formations. And that is something as going on. It started on Wednesday. So if you haven't checked it out yet, that just happened Wednesday. Also, go to the blog to read up on more information about Ren. Highly recommend that one. I just realized that my camera is totally on the carpet. And after you have checked out Ren, don't forget we have Rust coming to join us next Wednesday. Rust is getting a rework, which means there have been some things going on to improve Rust on the Harbor in the game. So again, go to idlechampions.com, check out our news and blog section, and read up on the spotlight that just went out about Rust, right? Just happened. You see there, the kitty? You see that kitty? Doesn't look like you. He's really like, just love me, Mom. I don't like this storm. And along with that happening on Wednesday, also, if you go into the in-game shop, and I got permission to share this ahead of time, the Archdruid Voronika skin is going to be in the gem shop, in our in-game shop, 20,000 gems, and you can add this fantastic skin for Voronika, my champion, to your game collection. And for those of you who weren't here in the beginning, I was super excited about this skin because this taps into the lore that's sort of been going on about Voronika based on the games that I've been running for people at D&D in a Castle and just for some friends offline. I mean, we still use Zoom, but we don't stream it. So that was just kind of a fun little hint I was able to pop into the game and tap into Voronika's current lore. So that was a lot of fun to do. So yeah, that is in the gem shop, 20,000 gems. Check that out next Wednesday too. And this is it. This is the last stream. So everyone say thanks to Gabe for being such an awesome moderator pulling your fantastic questions for me today. Make sure you tune in again next week. We'll be back to our, I believe, mostly regular schedule for streams as it goes. And I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. Take advantage of the fact that we have a Time Gate weekend going on, it looks like, and all that goodness. And we will see you next Friday. We'll be back with the Adult Silver Dragon. Lauren will be back as well. So it should be a lot of fun. Until then, take care, everyone. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye.